Hello YouTube world, Pretend Farmer here. Not a real farmer, just pretending. In this video we're going to be comparing diatomaceous earth with barn lime, and I'm going to tell you why here on the Pretend Farm we are no longer going to be using the diatomaceous earth. I think from now on we're going to use strictly barn lime, and I'm going to tell you why. Let's get into it. So if you've got chickens, you've probably heard by now about diatomaceous earth. It seems like every time you get on a chicken forum or start talking to somebody about chickens, they'll bring up that they use this in their chicken coops or they powder their chickens with it. This stuff you can find at just about any kind of farm store. It's at Tractor Supply, it's at your local co-op. Essentially what it is it's silicon dioxide. It's mined. It says right on the bag here, it's fossil shell flour. So they mine this stuff and it's a very fine powdery form, and you can get it in food grade or non-food grade. Now just about everything you're going to find like this is going to say food grade on the bag, and if you're going to use it for your chickens, that's really what you want, because it's basically, the other type is a crystalline type formation. It's going to have really rough jagged edges on it, and it's going to be a little too aggressive for your chickens. It can actually start at that point cutting them, and it can cause respiratory problems. There's kind of a lot of debate as to whether the food grade diatomaceous earth causes respiratory problems or not. I think the key there is moderation if you're going to use it, but it does, even the food grade, which is the more mild form of it, it does kind of have sort of jaggedy looking edges if you were to put the stuff under a microscope and examine it. And that's how this works. It'll actually cut through the exoskeleton on bugs and parasites, and then it sticks to them and it'll dehydrate them. It pulls all the moisture out of them. They'll essentially dehydrate and die. The thing about diatomaceous earth is this stuff is expensive. If you were to buy a 25-pound bag of food grade diatomaceous earth, it's right around $27. That's pretty expensive. Now let's talk about the ag lime. You know, your agricultural lime, barn lime, garden lime, they're all basically the same things. You just don't want to get hydrated lime. Hydrated lime is very caustic, it's very aggressive. It can actually burn your chicken's feet if you throw it down in their coop and in their run area. The cool thing is, where a 25-pound bag of this is about 27 bucks, you can get a 50-pound bag of this for $3.99. You can do a whole lot more with this. You can spread this a lot more liberally, you can use it a lot more, and you can afford to do it because this is so much cheaper than this. And guess what? This doesn't really do anything for odors. This will actually help to neutralize odors, and not only does this have the same ability to dry out and kill bugs and parasites like lice, mites, that kind of stuff, it also neutralizes the odors to help repel flies and stuff too. So if you got a lot of flies in your run, throwing this down, make it less stinky, the flies disappear. It does essentially everything this can do and more, and it's a lot cheaper. While this won't actually kill parasites like coccidia that causes coccidiosis, it's been proven that throwing lime down in the run helps prevent diseases like avian influenza, just by keeping everything cleaner and keeping the bad bacteria away. So a lot of benefits to using ag lime. It's perfectly safe for the chickens. This stuff, there's a lot of debate as to whether it's safe for your chickens. It can cause respiratory issues. I think everybody pretty much agrees if you overuse it, it can cause respiratory issues. However, it is food grade, so your chickens can supposedly eat it and it won't hurt them. Same thing goes with your lime though. I think for the price and the added benefits of odor control that the diatomaceous earth does not provide us with, from here on we're going to stick with using just straight lime for our chickens. We'll mix it in with their dust baths to help prevent, mites and stuff from the chickens. We'll spread it around the run and in the coop to help with odors. And I think that's really going to be sufficient. As long as you provide your chickens with a good place to take a dust bath and they have that opportunity to naturally keep the parasites and stuff off of them, you shouldn't have to do much as far as that anyway. But it's going to happen no matter how clean you keep things, no matter how good your practices are. Eventually you are going to have a chicken get mites. It's a good idea to have something like this, or even this if you want to spend the extra money, on hand, just to be able to powder those chickens, throw some in their dust bath to really help prevent and treat those mites if and when it does happen. We're lime people here on the Pretend Farm. Be sure to drop us a comment down below and let us know which one of these you use on your farm. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of different answers here, and I know some people are probably going to say, well, you're forgetting some things with diatomaceous earth, or maybe, you know, there's some things about lime that it might not do for chickens that the diatomaceous earth does. Just leave us a comment and let us know which one you use, or maybe you use both. Tell us why and let us know how you do things. We'd love to hear from you. Till next time, this is the Pretend Farmer signing out.